always believed that the base case is that we get to some détente, which doesn't necessarily put all of the issues to bed, but certainly has the markets feeling like there's less uncertainty and that you can dig deep geography by geography, stock by stock, sector by sector, and you can say what the general effects should be. I don't think we see anything between now and the G20. I think we continue to see what we've seen for the last number of weeks, where you have a positive tweet day, a negative tweet day. You have something come out on Huawei. You have something come out on where we think each respective leader is going. There seems to be a lot more accomplished when the leaders are in the same place negotiating. Then things seems to fall apart, and things and resolve seem to harden, and then we get back into this seesaw we're doing. But the good news about that is, though we see a detente sometime this year, we also see a potential upside from G20, right? We had said before that we thought there was maybe a 10% chance that we get some meaningful compromise and work forward this summer. We had that about 10% chance. We've now taken that up. Our downside scenario is still our downside scenario, but we really believe that both governments here have an imperative to move this forward and to put this behind us, so that we can focus on some of the more nuanced and fundamental issues that are going on globally.
I mean, what is going on, Jim Bianco, fundamentally beyond the China trade headlines and whether companies are allowed to do business with Huawei or not?
The trade and China headlines is earnings. The first quarter earnings are almost done. They've grown less than 1%. The estimates for the second quarter are for them to decline by 2%. That'll probably get a little better. But you sum that up, and it really isn't a good earnings story. Yeah, the third quarter is going to be more towards the inflation rate at 2%. These are not disastrous numbers, but they could be a lot better than they are right now. So as the market seems to shake off trade, what is the next big worry that we've got? It's this lackluster earnings reports that we've been getting as a group, and the forecast that's going to continue that way for at least the balance of the year.
Liz, on the topic of earnings, we're waiting for Nordstrom. What are the key things we're looking out for?
I think that, Nordstrom is, like many retailers, probably going to see a sluggish first quarter. And so, that's one thing I'll be focused on. The only good news we heard today was from TJX. Nordstrom does have the rack. I think it's kind of not as good as TJX's concepts. But overall, I think Nordstrom is probably going to be weak along with the rest of the consumer. And to everyone's point, it's really difficult to separate out how much of this is a weak consumer versus poorly positioned companies versus just, weather and late tax refunds.
Mike, back